Dear students of grade 6, welcome to a new episode of Time for English. أهلا بيكم في حلقة جديدة مع Time for English تحت إشراف ورعاية وزارة التربية والتعليم. Today we're going to take something in the book. It is not a new unit. We have finished the 5 units that we're supposed to finish for this term. Today we're going to start something called the review. هنبتدي مع بعض النهاردة حاجة بعد unit 10 اسمها review. review ده بيبقى فيه زي collection كده of everything we have taken in all the 5 chapters or 5 units. ده الريفيو ده بيبقى عبارة عن زي wrap up كده للحاجات اللي احنا خدناها في ال 5 units. يعني هي حاجة زي revision. طيب احنا whenever we speak about the English، لما بنتكلم عن English language او الكريكولم بتاعنا، المنهج بتاعنا، احنا دايما بنتكلم عن او بناخد 4 major skills. ايه هي skills دي؟ عندنا writing وعندنا speaking وعندنا reading، اوكي، وعندنا برضو الستراكشر. اوكي، so today we're going to work on those 4 skills. هنشتغل على السكيلز دي كلها. هناخد مع بعض listening وهناخد مع بعض speaking، هنقدر نتكلم. هناخد مع بعض some of the structure that we have covered this term and for term 1. فهنراجع مع بعض مراجعة عن الشابترز أو اليونتس اللي خدناهم الترم ده. Now let's look at the screen and let's start our lesson for today. So here it's called review part 1. Today it's the first part of it. And the first exercise here says something. It says what? It says listen and circle the correct picture. Okay? It says listen and circle the correct picture. So what does that mean? It means that we're going to listen and then we're going to circle the correct picture. هيبقى عندي صور قدامي، أنا هسمع الكلام اللي قدامي وهختار الصورة الصحيحة related to what I have just heard. نحاول ما نبصش على السكرين عشان ده المفروض يبقى listening activity. نفهم اللي احنا فهمناه نسمع ونحاول نختار الإجابة الصحيحة. Now let's have a look. So we have the first picture. What can you see in front of you? شايفين ايه قدامنا في أول صورة؟ All these things are called what? I hope you can remember. What are these called? They are called musical instruments. آلات موسيقية. So I hope that you can see which musical instrument is called what. أتمنى إن أنتوا تكونوا عارفين دلوقتي تقولوا معايا أنهي آلة موسيقية اسمها إيه. أوكي؟ طب second picture برضو we have some musical instruments. Third picture again musical instruments. طب what's the difference؟ إيه الفرق بين الثلاث صور؟ الفرق بالثلاث صور هو مكان each musical instrument. The place of each musical instrument. مكانها فين؟ في الصورة. تعالوا نشوف مع بعض الديالوج بيقول ايه، وتعالوا نشوف مع بعض انهي صورة هي الصورة الصحيحة. Are you ready? Start listening with me. So منى, hi كريم, do you want some help? عايز مساعدة؟ Sure, you can move the cello. Put it over there. Move the cello. Move قلنا ايه؟ يحرك. You can move the cello. I hope you know what cello is. طيب منى, beside the harp. اتفقنا قبل كده what's the meaning of the word beside? Beside means بجانب. So shall I move it beside the harp? فين الهارب هنا؟ ها؟ كريم؟ No, don't put it by the harp. ما تحطوش جنب الهارب. Put it beside the drums. حط التشيلو جنب الايه؟ الدرمز. منى؟ Okay. كريم؟ Now put the harp behind the xylophone. Behind يعني ورا. Okay, so we want to choose here the correct picture. طب تعالوا نعمل recap مع بعض كده. احنا we're talking about the cello. طب where's the place of the cello? Move it beside the drums. تعالوا نشوف. Let's check which picture goes beside the drums. الcello جنب الدرمز. And then after that, طيب what about the harp? Put the harp behind the xylophone. ورا الزيلوفون. يبقى which picture has the cello and the drums together and the xylophone in front and the harp at the back? Which picture is it? A, B, or C? Of course, it's picture C. Very good. Okay, so it's picture C. Right, moving to the next one. Here we have 3 pictures. Again, what are these pictures? These are pictures of animals in a garden. لو نفتكر في unit كنا بنتكلم على an emergency when he thought that there was a wild animal in the garden. So, which picture is it? Let's listen together. Woman, 122, what's the emergency? Remember this woman was called what? She was called the operator. عاملة التليفون اللي بتوضع التليفون. What's the emergency? ايه الحالة الطارئة؟ كريم, there is a wild animal in my garden. So here we have 3 wild animals. So which picture is it? Let's listen. I think it's a bear. أعتقد إن هو bear. No, it isn't a bear. I think it's a deer. Woman, a kangaroo. She cannot hear him well. مش سامعاه. A kangaroo? No, a deer. Oh, there are two animals. So are we talking about one animal or more than one? He says there are two animals. A deer and a bear. So at the end, Karim says that he can see in his garden two animals. What kinds of animals? He can see a deer and a bear. Which picture is it? فين الصورة هنا اللي عندي فيها deer و bear؟ طبعا هي مش, it's not picture B. So it's either A or C. So which one is it? Huh? A deer and a bear. So of course it is the first picture. Here the woman says, I'm sending an officer now. Huh? Of course it is the first picture, picture A. طيب. Here we're going to listen again to a conversation, and then at the end I'm going to ask you a question and you're going to choose. هنسمع هنا محادثة بين اتنين وبعدين في الآخر هسألك سؤال وليه إجابة. نختار الإجابة الصحيحة. Okay? So listen and circle the correct answer. Karim, put the base over there, Mona. Okay, wow, this is heavy. Heavy يعني إيه؟ تقيل. Look out, there's a box. Where? Behind me? فين البوكس ده ورايا؟ No, by the window. جنب الشباك. In front of you قدامك. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Karim. I have the choices to a question. Where was the box? كان فين البوكس؟ Next to ولا behind ولا in front of her؟ ها كان فين البوكس؟ هو Karim is telling her it's by the window, it's in front of you. So where was the box? كان فين البوكس؟ The box was, of course, in front of her. Very good. The box was in front of her. كل اللي احنا بنعمله ان احنا بنسمع كويس قوي وبعدين بنختار. Moving to the next one. Captain Marwa, do you ever fly abroad? We said abroad before, out of your country, إلى الخارج. Pilot, yes, I have an overseas flight once a month. عندي رحلة عبر البحار مرة في الشهر. So you fly to Hong Kong once a month? بتسافري once a month مرة في الشهر لهونغ كونغ؟ Oh, I never fly to Hong Kong. I fly to Cairo. Cairo is the capital of what? It's the capital of Egypt, of course. So where does she fly to once a month? بتسافر لفين once a month? Is it Cairo, Seoul, or Hong Kong? Huh? It's very clear. The answer here is very clear. What's the answer? The answer is Cairo, of course. Very good. The answer is Cairo. Moving to the next one. Here, it's another exercise. It says read and match. What does it mean? It means that we're going to read. هنقرأ مع بعض وبعدين هنوصل. Okay? Now, let's see. Number one. Do you fly the plane by yourself? بتطيري الطيارة لوحدك? So what's the answer? What's the possible answer? عندنا sure you can move the base. Come on, Mona, don't give up. No, I always have a co-pilot. Me neither. It's not as fun as watching a real game. Help, there's something in my garden. So these are the choices. دي الاختيارات عندي. أنا لما أقول do you fly the plane by yourself? What's going to be the answer? Of course, it's going to be no, I always have a co-pilot. Bravo. So no, I always have a co-pilot. قلنا co-pilot means مساعد الطيار. Number two, do you want some help? Some help means مساعدة. عايز مساعدة? So which answer here is possible? I'll give you some time to consider. Huh? What is the possible answer here? Do you want some help? Huh? Okay, it is of course sure you can move the base. ده في اليونت اللي كان بنتكلم فيها عن musical instruments. عايز مساعدة؟ طبعا ساعدني ان انا احرك البيس. طيب number three. I don't like watching football matches on TV. مش بحب اتفرج على ماتشات الكورة على التلفزيون. What's the possible thing that goes with it here? Huh? It's going to be of course me neither ولا أنا كمان. It's not as fun as watching a real game. هي مش fun مش ممتعة زي ما أشوف ماتش حقيقي على الحقيقة. So that's number three. Number four. 122 what's the emergency? 122 what's the emergency? So بقول له إيه الحالة الطارئة إيه? So the answer is going to be help, there is something in my garden. طبعا. Number five. No, I can't. It's too hard. What's the meaning of hard? Hard معناها صعب. مش عارفة أعملها صعبة. هنرد عليها نقول لها إيه? What are we going to tell her? ها? Come on, Mona. Don't give up. ما تستسلميش. Try. حاولي تاني. Okay? مهم قوي إن إحنا وإحنا بنعمل matching لازم نقرأ كل ال choices الأول. You have to read all the choices before actually choosing the correct one. Alright. Moving to another exercise. Here this exercise says what did the animals do? عملوا ايه الانيمالز؟ هنا لما بنقول what did the animals do which tense is this؟ ده في الباست سمبل. عندنا التنس ده ايه؟ باست سمبل. طيب احنا لما بنجاوب في الباست سمبل how do I form the past simple؟ تعالوا نفتكر بسرعه كده مع بعض. I either put d or ed or ied. بحط d لما يبقى عندي verb اخره e. when I have a verb ending in e like live I put d. I say lived. I put ed with normal verbs like clean and peel. I just put ed. And I put ied when I have a verb ending in y and the letter before the y is a consonant. لما يبقى عندي verb اخره y زي carry, okay, it ends with y, letter قبله consonant. يعني ايه consonant؟ يعني not a vowel. ايه هما الفاولز؟ a e i o u. لو مش من الفاولز يبقوا consonants. لو consonant I cross the y and put i e d. طيب تعالوا نشوف مع بعض هنا محتاجين ايه. Here I have a picture of some animals. They are doing some kinds of activities, okay, in a place. عندي animals حيوانات بتعمل activities معينة في مكان معين. يبقى احنا هنبص على الصورة وهنقول الانيمال ده بيعمل ايه. Now let's have a look at the first one. So what is this animal? This is a deer. So what is the deer doing in the picture? deer بيعمل ايه في الصورة؟ ناخد بالنا كده نبص على الدير. ها؟ The deer is or played, actually عايزينها في الباست. يبقى deer played the drums فين؟ in New York. عندي هنا play in the past simple becomes what? played. يبقى a deer played drums in New York. طيب next picture. What is this picture? It's a picture of a parrot. طب go to the screen. Look at the parrot. What did the parrot do? Huh? The parrot blew a bubble in Paris. It blew a bubble in Paris. Okay? All right. Moving to the next one. What is this picture of? Which animal is this? ده حيوان ايه؟ اسمه ايه الحيوان ده؟ It is called a bear. Bear. دب. طيب let's check the picture. What is the bear doing in the picture? He's holding things in his hands and he's doing like this. What was this musical instrument? الآلة الموسيقية دي كانت ايه؟ What was it called? It was called cymbals. طب تعالوا نشوف هنقولها ازاي. So a bear played the cymbals in Seoul. اتفقنا ان احنا مش بنقول سيول، احنا بنقول سول. Okay? Moving to number 4. What is this animal? This is a panda. طيب الباندا هنا in the picture. What is the panda doing in the picture? Huh? He's doing like this. He has a ball and he's doing this. What is this? This is throw a ball. طب الباست simple بقى بتاع throw هتبقى ايه؟ A panda threw a ball in Tokyo. Threw. Throw بالO. We're going to remove the O and put E. Threw. Moving to the next animal. طيب عندنا هنا this animal is the kangaroo. What is the kangaroo doing in the picture? ماسك orange. بيعمل ايه الأورنج؟ I hope you can remember. Okay, so a kangaroo هنا peel an orange. طب peel in the past simple becomes what? Peeled. So a kangaroo peeled oranges in London. A kangaroo peeled oranges in London. طيب moving to the next picture. This is a picture of a tiger. Now the tiger has a musical instrument. What is it called? ايه musical instrument دي؟ اسمها harp. So what did he do? Or what did it do? A tiger played the harp in Hong Kong. A tiger played the harp in Hong Kong. All right. Another example, it says, or another exercise, it says, what are they doing? Look and write. And in order to do that, let's go to the board together. Now, let's have a look at the next exercise. Here it says, what are they doing? Look and write. طيب هنا السؤال عندي مختلف شوية. I am saying what are they doing. لما بقول what are they doing, which tense am I using? أنهي tense اللي أنا بستخدمه؟ أنهي زمن؟ ده زمن ال present continuous. Okay? المضارع المستمر. So how do I make the present continuous? بحط verb to be اللي هو am, is, are. بحط بعدها verb ing. So when I say what are they doing لازم أرد برضو في present continuous. طب تعالوا نشوف مع بعض. Now first picture, if you check the picture, what are they doing? فين هم فين أصلاً؟ They are on the beach. طب بيعملوا إيه on the beach؟ لو نفتكر مع بعض الactions أو activities اللي خدناها بيعملوا إيه؟ They, what's the answer here? They are building a sand castle. They are building a sand castle. ناخد بالنا من حاجة، هنا عندنا they with they. Do I put am or is or are؟ بحط are طبعاً. يبقى what am I going to say? I'm going to say they are building a sand castle. أهو are verb to be بعدين الverb بعدين ing after it. Okay? Moving to the next picture. What is he doing? This is a fan. دي مروحة. طب لو ناخد بالنا هنا على السكرين, if you look at the screen عندي on و off وهو بيعمل كده. يبقى مش على on بيقفلها. طيب بيقفل المروحة لو نفتكر مع بعض what was it called? It was called turn ها لو بيقفلها off، لو بيفتحها بنقول on. How do I do that in the present continuous؟ هنقول ها he is turning off the fan. عملنا ايه؟ حطينا مع he takes is وبعدين turn and then after that ing. He is turning off the fan. ناخد بالنا كويس قوي من الكويستشن عشان نعرف احنا هنستخدم انهي tense. Moving to another exercise, it's called circle the odd word out. دي خدناها كتير قوي. هنقرا الكلمات هنعمل circle على الكلمة اللي لا تنتمي. The odd word. Moving to the exercise. Number 1, we have slowly, quickly, happy, and then loudly. So if we look at all of these words, all of them are adverbs. كلهم أحوال ما عدا في حاجة فيهم adjective. Which one is it? They all end in ly except what? Except happy. So what's the correct answer here? What's the odd word? It is happy, of course. If we want to replace it, لو عايزين نبدلها ممكن نقول happily. Cross the y and put ily. طيب, let's move to number 2. Here we have ran, past simple of run. We have walked, the past simple of walk. We have fly, the verb as it is, رقم الverb الفعل في المصدر. And we have hopped, يعني ينط, and this is in the past as well. So all of these are in the past simple except one of them. Which one is it? I hope you can say with me. So the answer of course is fly. طب ايه الباست بتاع fly? Flew with an E, F-L-E-W. Moving to another example or another exercise. We have cold, بارد, badly, بشكل سيء, proud, فخور, and then we have tired, تعبان, مرهق. So all of these are adjectives, صفات, ما عدا حاجة واحدة بس is an adverb. Which one is it? Of course the one that ends with ly. اللي هي ايه؟ اللي هي badly. If I want to replace it هقول ايه؟ I can say bad. So it's really important to read and then try to find the wrong word. لازم نقرأ كويس قوي in order to be able to trace where the odd word is. Now let's move back to there in order to see more exercises. Now let's have a look at the next exercise. Now the next exercise is called read and complete. So we're going to read, هنقرأ وبعدين هنكمل بالإجابة الصحيحة. Number 1 says I'm not hungry. I'm going to space lunch. أنا مش جعان. أنا هعمل إيه للlunch? According to the picture, she's not going to eat. هتمشي. So what was the action here? We used to say I'm going to, of course, skip lunch. All right, moving to number 2. Number 2 says they played the A loudly. They played the something loudly. طبعا هيبقى musical instrument. Let's check the picture. What's this picture? She's holding in her hand. What's she holding in her hand? Cymbals. They are called cymbals. They played the cymbals loudly. Very good. Moving to number 3. When he was little he could space a ball. Remember we said when he was little لما كان صغير كان بيقدر يعمل ايه؟ للكورة. He could. That's the action. I just done it. So throw a ball. Moving to number 4. If I space my favorite pencil I will be sad. لو حصل ايه للبنسل بتاعي المفضل، القلم الرصاص المفضل بتاعي، انا هزعل. هيحصل ايه؟ Let's check the picture. He's thinking of it. He cannot find it. يبقى ايه؟ If I lose my favorite pencil I will be sad. وناخد بالنا احنا قلنا مع if دايما ده بيبقى present simple. I takes verb only. بتاخد الverb في المصدر ما بحطش اي حاجة بعديها. Moving to something else. It says look and write use can or could. احنا we're going to check the picture here and then we're going to write can or could. طيب let's stop here for a while. احنا قلنا ان احنا عندنا can and could they express ability. بيعبروا عن القدرة أو عدم القدرة إن أنا أعمل حاجة. وقلنا إنه عشان أستخدم can أو could this has to be related to the present or the past. If I'm stating the present لو بتكلم على present هستخدم can ولا could؟ استخدم can. طب في النيجاتيف I say can't. What about the past? I say could or couldn't. Could or couldn't. So present can, can't. Past could, couldn't. So let's check the picture now. So this is the picture. عندنا two people, a boy and a girl. We are talking about when they were little and now. لما كانوا صغيرين ودلوقتي وهم كبار. We're going to check the action and we're going to use can or could. regarding the tense على حسب التنس. احنا بنتكلم دلوقتي ولا بنتكلم وهم صغيرين؟ So number one, you can check that this boy is old now, he's not young. يبقى احنا بنتكلم في present دلوقتي. So what are we going to say? He, what's the action? طب قبل الأكشن هنستخدم can ولا could؟ Of course we're going to use can. يبقى نقول ايه؟ He can, what is this action? What is he doing? What is it? Climb a tree. So he can climb a tree. He can climb a tree. طيب what about number two? Number two, the girl. برضو احنا now, we're still now. So we're going to say she can or could? We're going to say can. يبقى she can, what is this? The answer is build a snowman. She can build a snowman. Moving to 3 and 4 in the past بقى شكلهم أصغر يبقى نقول when they were little. So when he was little, what could he do? هنستخدم could طبعا. يبقى هنقول إيه؟ When he was little, he could blow a bubble. When he was little, he could blow a bubble. طب what about the girl? She's writing on the board words in English. بتكتب على البورد كلام بالإنجلش. So what could she do when she was little? When she was little, she could spell a word. تقدر تكتب السبيلنج بتاع word بالشكل الصحيح. So whenever we use can or can't or could or couldn't, we have to be extra careful with the tense. لازم ناخد بالنا من التنس. لازم نركز كويس قوي أنا بستخدم الكلام أو بتكلم على ال present ولا ال past. If I'm talking about the past, it's going to be could or couldn't. And if I talk about the present هستخدم can أو can't. احنا النهارده ايه اهميه الليسننج اللي احنا عملناه النهارده؟ The listening is really important because if you listen and you were able to understand, this is going to benefit the speaking skills. احنا لو قدرنا ان احنا لما نسمع نفهم الكلام اللي بيتقال ده هيساعدني جدا في السبيكينج بتاعي كمان، لانه listening is important for getting the pronunciation correctly، ان انا اقدر انطق الكلام صح، ان انا اقدر اتكلم واعمل conversation without thinking. that's why we bring lots of listening. لازم ناخد بالنا قوي من ال listening exercises و listening activities واحنا بنشتغل، لان هي مهمه جدا بتساعدنا على ان احنا to have better English، بتساعدنا ان احنا نقدر يبقى عندنا vocab اكتر اقدر استخدمه لما اتكلم مع اي حد، سواء حد من صحابي Egyptian or even a foreigner. So that's why the review is really important. عشان كده عندنا review، البارت بتاع الريفيو ده مهم جدا لان هو بيسمح لنا ان احنا نعمل wrapping up لكل اللي اخدناه قبل كده، ونعمل wrapping up للمهارات اللي اتعلمناها في سواء reading time، focus time، عندنا ال conversation time. كل ده بيشتغل مع بعضه ان احنا as the result of it is to have a very good English. Now I would like you to have a look at this slide because there is something really important I need to revise. تعالوا نبص مع بعض على السلايد دي عشان في حاجة مهمة محتاجين نراجعها مع بعض. Now, if you check number 3 هنا بتقول ايه؟ When he was little, he could throw a ball. طيب تعالوا نفتكر مع بعض الفورميشن دي لما بنحب نتكلم على حاجة ability past ability، حاجه كنا بنعملها في الباست. اتفقنا ان احنا عشان نعمل ده لازم عندي 2 parts. اول part الجزء بتاع when he was little. طيب اول حاجه بنعملها ان احنا we write when and then after that البروناون بكتب he she it I we they you. if I am going to use he و she و it بحط معاهم was ولا were؟ I put was. طيب was و were دول ايه اصلا؟ they are verb to be in the past simple، دول verb to be في الماضي. So I say when he was little. طب لو عندي they هنقول when they were little وبعدين احط كوما and then after that هقول he او they could وبعدين احط الاكشن. يبقى when he was little he could throw a ball. طب what if it's they؟ هقول when they were little they could throw a ball. طيب moving to number 4. number 4 هنا عندنا if I lose my favorite pencil I will be sad. خدنا دي برضو المرة اللي فاتت مع بعض، خدنا rule of if. قلنا rule of if دي بتتعمل ازاي؟ أول حاجة بستخدمها هي if، وبعد كده another part or the other part is the result، دي النتيجة بتاع اللي حصل اللي في الأول. يبقى عندي مثلا if I win a prize، لو أنا كسبت جايزة إيه اللي هيحصل؟ what is the result؟ I will be happy. طب الفورميشن بنعملها ازاي؟ بنعمل إيه؟ بنقول if I present simple، أوكي، وبعدين الأكشن كوما I will I'll وبعدين برضو الأكشن be والأكشن. هناخد example هنقول if I lose my favorite pencil, comma I will be sad. if he wins a prize, comma, he will be happy. If they turn off the fan, they will be hot. If I take off my jacket, I will be cold. ناخد بالنا كويس قوي من الفورميشن دي ونتأكد منها. Now, that is the end for our episode today. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.